I just want to ask a question. What's your relationship with the divine like to you? Like, for the most part, y'all know that the divine knows you, knows your heart, right? So, what is the relationship with the divine like you about? I'm sorry. What does that mean to you? How do you go about expressing that connection? Well, for the most part, a lot of people, because the world is set the way it is, people put on this facade and this front about, well, I'm gonna be this. Well, you still kind of shooting yourself in the foot, because divine know who you are, right? Divine know everything about you. So it's like, when you start to assess the things that you think you need to be better at, right? Majority of the time, it's the things that came from the world, right? It's the things that you learn from the world. So you get a chance to go back to a time when you were young and pick up those pieces and start formulating that character again when the divine steps in. You know why this is more imperative? Because that's how the divine made you. So divine is not going to do stuff for you that's not how he made you. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that be the most important part. Like, knowing self is real deep when it comes to this, because you came here a certain way. You know what I'm saying? And you was going to already naturally grow into certain things. That's why it's so difficult, because you really have to know yourself. And when you go so far from your path, whether that takes life expectancy, misguidedness, the wrong parenting, or whatever have you that goes on in your life, you still gotta come back, because the world does this to us. So divine is the divine guidance. The divine guidance is bringing you back to an unseen place. This is the reason why it's in the spiritual, because you're going to need something in an unseen place to guide you back to where you came from. This is like time traveling in a sense. So, and when you hold on to, just think about it, when you hold on to thoughts, you hold on to thoughts and you hold on to that moment in time when it happened. And F this person, and you don't like that person, or this person was good or bad, you holding on to the feeling. But every feeling or situation is fleeting. They don't stay. So this is why it's super important to understand what it is that we're trying to salvage when we're reaching for oneself. You're reaching for the highest version of yourself that was supposed to grow from a point that the divine placed it here as. Subsequently, you was already going to go through certain things. So divine don't make no mistakes. He put these things in your life for a reason, to sharpen you. To sharpen you, because he knew you particularly was going to deal with these certain things. We have relative stories. We don't have the same stories, and subsequently we may have some of the identical situations. That's because of the tempering that's needed for each individual seed and plant of who we are as people. Divine is working us down to the bolts and the screws of what we made of. And I can speak to this grandeur because I grow things. And when I grow things, I'm training this plant. I'm feeding it different things. I'm watching it. I'm putting it through certain stresses. I'm giving it a little bit. I'm giving it too much sometimes. I'm taking away. I'm being the creator. We get to learn these things, not in the aspect of divine, but watching how divine did by taking care of the things that divine has given us. And that goes back to the same point. If the divine sent me here a certain way, that's what he wanted to grow was me. The way he sent me here, though. So is it to say that the things I went through in life wasn't for me to grow? Or is it to say that if I was growing another way when I started, I would be closer to the divine? We have no judgment on these things. Divine sets in motion. Now, through the things you get set in motion to deal with, you may feel like you shouldn't have went through these things in your life. Oh, I beg to differ. I beg to differ. Divine might have wanted you to go through that. Yeah, it starts to get deep. Not